thing I've seen on the subway.
I saw.
You already have one in your chamber, so let
I
me
saw a
know.
guy shitting next to the C train today, and that's not even in my 5.
What's the grossest thing you've seen on the subway?
I don't know why he bothered me, but there was a guy that used to sleep at the 9th Street station in
By the way,
Brooklyn.
that guy, his grossest thing that he's seen on the subway was
Me
you.
this morning, sweating, trying to get here on time.
Yeah.
There's a guy who used to fall asleep with his dick in his hand soft at the 9th Street station.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. Every night when I transferred, there was always the same Mexican guy asleep with his dick in his hand. And he had like the U like way too dark for his body dick. And it looked like he was just holding a turd.
Yeah. I see, it's not even just, I've seen it a lot, but, and I looked it up after a while. I think the grossest thing I've ever seen just in terms of like homelessness, because homeless people get this a lot. When you see their limbs like blown up.
Oh yeah,
like huge, like really,
homeless
really big.
feet are horrible.
Now you know what that is. It's kind of crazy. They have AIDS, right? And they have scabies as well. And I know this because I thought I had scabies when I got my dog. I started getting hives on my body. I didn't even put 2 and 2 together. I had dogs all my life, but you start to realize certain dogs with certain types of hair, you'll have allergies to them. And I never realized. I just had a wire hair Jack Russell Terrier. I wasn't shaving down. I didn't shave my dog down for like 7 years. He was just a fucking hair everywhere in my apartment. Then when I got with my chick, she started bringing him to the now it's great. Like I barely get any hives at all anymore. But for a couple of years, I had no idea what was wrong with me. I thought I had some sort of fucking crazy disease. I went to a doctor. No doctor said, hey, dude, these are hives. Nobody said anything, dude, at all. So it was like, it was really fucking me up, but I thought I had scabies. I convinced myself that I had scabies. So I remember I read online that you can get rid of scabies. At-home remedy is by buying like tick and like over-the-counter like flea, like human like or lice shampoo, and I just slathered my whole body for like an hour with this white gunk, and it was because I had hives on my body. But those people, that what they have is their immune system can't fight off the scabies. Basically, they have like late like HIV, so they can't fight it off. So they just get swollen, and that's just bugs inside of their fucking body. Oh, it's so gross.
Yeah, when they look like Bruce Willis in Planet Terror, when his everything starts to grow.
I didn't get the reference, but it's fucking disgusting, dude. That's the worst. And that's it, dude. Look, man. The dude, you feel bad for all these homeless people, but it's like they gotta. I mean, I'm on the subway today coming here. There's a homeless dude that walks on. He smells so fucking bad, dude. And it's like, I mean, it's just horrible. And we're in a crowded subway car, and he's just rubbing his body through people to like beg for change. And you're like, dude, I don't know, man. Look,
dude, in the village, they're so bad.
It's really about it's about infringing on somebody's rights. This is really what I think. Okay, so I have no problem with a homeless guy panhandling. I really don't. I don't think that should be illegal. If somebody, the same way that somebody should be able to open up a bakery, somebody should say, all right, the way that I make money is by asking other people for money. I don't think that that's a crime.
Yeah, but then they get fucking too close to you and they'll fucking start touching you.
Well, that's a crime.
Yeah.
This is the point that I'm making. When you're on a subway car where it's super fucking crowded, okay, you have, a limited amount of space, and you have a guy who definitely hasn't bathed in a while, and he's rubbing his body on yours, I think that should be a fucking crime. That should be a crime, and that guy should be arrested for that. Okay, like it's, I don't know, man.
I think when someone's hygiene's that bad, it's a sign of mental illness. And when cops see somebody like that, that's like someone that should go to a hospital. When someone's like that ill.
Maybe, I don't know, dude. I know some pretty fucking grimy people that just didn't give a fuck. Also, I think guys like that, and there's a lot of this in the homeless community as well. They'll play the part. If they go and bathe and put a nice shirt on, people aren't going to hand them money. Okay, so it's what they'll do is they won't bathe for an extended amount of time, and these guys will brag about the amount of money they make. And I don't know how much homeless people make, but there are guys that actually make a lot of money fucking doing it. There was one woman. There was a really weird story, man, about these like gypsy women who basically they have these babies and they pass them off. It's not even like anybody's baby. They basically sell these babies to panhandle, like a black market of fucking babies. And
and they drug them up because that's why those babies are never crying.
They never cry. These babies, these 9-month-old babies are drugged up on like heroin or whatever, and they're just docile and sitting there, and they sit in the fucking subway all day, or they sit on the street all day, and they act like they don't speak English, but they just work shifts, dude. There's so much weird shit like that where you're just. I remember one of my first times I ever stopped trusting people in New York when I first moved here. There was a guy who came up to me. He was wearing like almost like a suit, because that's another scam, right? So they'll wear like a nicer thing, and they have a great story. Like,
Yeah.
like, oh, dude, I
I ran
just
out of gas. I'm stuck here. I gotta get back to Jersey.
yeah, dude. Dude, I lost my like this guy was good, man. It was a younger gay guy, like in his early 20s. I was like 19 or 20 at the time. I just moved to the city, and this kid comes up and he's like, "Oh, I lost my wallet." He was like, "I need to get back to Pennsylvania. I have no idea." He was like, "I hate to ask you for money." He was like, "I just need to make $18," and it's always $18. It's a very specific amount of money, and you know, so I gave him some money. I was like, "Ah, dude, here's a couple bucks. I feel bad. Whatever. Here you go." And I always had that attitude. But right when I moved to the city, I was always giving out money to homeless people.
bright-eyed. You didn't know.
I had no idea, dude.
Yeah.
No idea. Okay. And this kid, I remember, and it was when I was selling comedy club tickets in Union Square. 2 days fucking later.
Same story.
thing.
2 days fucking later, dude, this kid comes up and says, "Hey, what's going on? I missed my subway." And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me, dude?"
That's what bothers me too. They should fucking know who they got money from.
Hey, look, you can't really know, but that's the risk that he's running. You know, here's the thing. At the end of the day, in retrospect, fuck it, dude. If that's your scam, that's your scam. You run the risk of running into somebody like me and me being like, "Give my fucking money back," and he was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." He's like scattered off. But it's like that all that shit, it kind of desensitizes you, so you can't really tell what's real, what's not real, who you should be calling the fucking cops on, who's going to a high rise after this because this is some part of some crazy fucking scheme. You have no idea what's going on out there.
My favorite was there's a guy who used to stand outside the freshman dorm at NYU, older black guy, and he used to say that he was making an ecstasy deal, and then he dropped it, and you stepped on it, and now you owe him $75.
Oh, hilarious.
It was a great scam.
That's a good one, yeah.
So he like literally is following me. He's like, I was like, "Come on, let's go to an ATM," and I walked him to the police station.
Oh, it's hilarious. That is great.
And he ran. I was so proud of myself. And then I went to my friend's apartment in case he followed me because I didn't want him to know where I lived, and I didn't care if he killed her.
Yeah. When I was like 8 years old, I was driving in the city with my mom and brother, and we saw this fucking dude with one leg, fucking in a wheelchair, I think it was. With his son. I fought in the war. I lost my leg, all that bullshit. We give him like fucking like $10 or whatever. Like 2 hours later, we're going back home. We see the fucking guy running.